Good morning. Fog is the big thing we're going to be tracking over the next few hours. In fact, we're looking at a ton of dense fog out there, and this map might not show it to you, but spots like Macon, Warner Robins, Dublin, Cochrane, and Eastman are looking at a ton of fog to start off the day. In fact, we're underneath a dense fog advisory up until 9 a.m., and that's going to include every single one of our counties this morning. So if anyone's driving further down towards the south of, say, Crisp County along I-75, you're not underneath an advisory down there, but I'm still going to be expecting plenty of those places to have just as heavy fog as what we're seeing here in the mid-state. So here's going to be a quick look at just about everywhere. You are seeing that heaviest fog in spots like Mercer, Dublin, and even in downtown Macon. In Warner Robins, not so bad right now, but over the next couple hours, you should eventually see that fog continue to increase. I do want to point out, next thing we're watching after the fog is going to be returning rain chances. And I know plenty of you are going to be sick of the rain, but we're expecting even more to be pushing on through over the next couple days. In fact, I'm looking at plenty of us to potentially see as much as a full inch of rain in between now and tomorrow night, which is why half of us is going to be underneath a flash flood watch in between now and late Friday night. Even when, for those of you guys that aren't underneath the warning, can still be expecting heavy rain. So Dublin, Eastman, down near Cordele, you guys are not underneath this flash flood watch, but you could still potentially see a flash flood warning come down for your area. At the moment, radar is pretty clear for us, and not really a ton of that rain is moving in right now, but you can see closer towards Birmingham and over into spots like Mississippi, you are seeing some heavier rain moving on through. And that should be here later on today. In fact, I think it could potentially be here as early as 10 a.m. for some of us, but that heavy rain you really see over in places like Mississippi right now won't be here until about 3 or 4 o'clock. But once it gets here, it could be lasting all the way through the end of the evening without many thunderstorms here. And I also don't think heavy rain is going to be too much of an issue. It's mainly going to be light to moderate rainfall lasting over a long period of time until early tomorrow morning. At that point, we're likely to see some heavy showers moving in just in time for many of you to drive to work. This is going to be a time where I do think a flash flood could be in play for some of us in the mid-state out there. Now, another thing I want to touch on is that this rain could be moving out by the middle of the day on Friday, but isolated showers are still expected through the last half of that day. And now here's going to be a quick look at your fish and game forecast brought to you by Harrison's Body Shop. The best time for later today to get out there is going to be right about noon.